Well, hello, YTPC. This is the Basspiper, and I hope I find tonight everybody doing pretty good. Here in Smithfield, everything is going pretty good. We're getting that cold weather coming in, that fall weather. We're down to the 40s tonight, and I'm just sitting back here in my garage. It's been about a month since I've made a video, and in fact, I think it was right after the Richmond Pipe Show that I made one at the beginning of last month. But I just want to come on and update everybody of what's been going on in Basspiper's life and world. And as you know, for the last year or so, we have been caretakers for my mom and dad. And I just wanted to update you on what's been happening and what happened about 3 weeks ago. We had to end up putting dad in the nursing home with my mom. And they both have shared a room now. They're both in the same room. And but about 3 weeks ago, I got a big scare. I had a Saturday morning come up, and my wife went off with her mother-in-law, and they went to go do some antiquing, and I was getting ready to go just right out there with them, to see if I could find some old estate pipes and just stuff, that maybe I could bring home and fix up a little bit. And but something just kind of told me to stay back. I started working and polishing up my message and my sermon for that Sunday morning. So Dad got up and got his breakfast, and I said, Dad, look, before you come into the living room to sit and read your paper, just stay in the kitchen, and I'll cut your hair. I'll get you caught up with your haircut and all that stuff while you're in the kitchen, and clean you up, and you'll be good to go for a little while. Well, we did that, and cut Dad's hair and everything, and I went into the closet. He was sitting he's got a walker with a little seat on it that he can sit down. And I walked into the closet in our hallway to get the vacuum, because he likes to have that little brush piece, that attachment that goes on the pole there, and we get all the hair off of him, and he likes to get it on top of his head. And anyway, I went to go to the closet. We were talking. I got the vacuum out of the closet and turned and saw Dad just slump. Gone. I thought we'd lost him. And he just slumped over, no warning, no nothing. I ran over there. I tried to get him to, and he was out. He was gone. In fact, I thought he had died. But I felt a slow pulse. And I grabbed the button for his life alert, got that going. It took them a couple of minutes to try to respond and go through all the automated mess they got to go through. I grabbed my cell phone, called 911, and was able to get the paramedics there. Dad was out for probably about 5 to 7, 8 minutes, just sitting in his chair. I was trying to, how he slumped over, he could support himself, so I didn't have to worry about him falling over into the floor. And when they finally got there, they took him, put him on the kitchen floor, and started working on him and got him oxygen and everything, and he came to. He'd passed out. And to make a long story short with all of that, they ended up taking him to the hospital, and Dad stayed in for about 6 days. Come find out, he had a UTI infection, and evidently his medicine that they had him on with his AFib and his blood pressure medicine over time evidently started jacking up and messing with his heart rate, and dropped it to about 48 to 50 beats a minute. And so he just went out. And so because of all of that episode that we had, and going ons that we had to come to a crossroads and make a decision to put Dad in the nursing home. And the last thing I thought was I was going to have both parents in there. But when that episode happened, Dad, I knew, was not going to want to be left alone. And had I gone to the antique stores with my wife and mother-in-law, he probably could have died. Had he been sitting in the couch on the chair in the living room watching TV and reading his newspaper and just go out. And so it was a God's blessing. Excuse me, guys. I have to adjust my cushion in my seat it wants to go one way and I want to go the other. It was a God's blessing that I was here, and so we knew at that point we could not have Dad here any longer because I pastor a church now and my wife works and we got to be gone certain hours of the day during the week, and to leave Dad here by himself, that just wouldn't work. We wouldn't feel good not knowing what's going on, and he would drive himself nuts with nobody here in case something did happen. So he's in the best place he can be for right now. And the neat thing was they were able to get him and Mom in the same room, so they're sharing a room together. And went to go see them Saturday for the first time in 2 weeks. Dad was put in quarantine for the COVID. Anybody coming off the street in this particular nursing home facility, you got to go sit for 2 weeks in the room, and nobody can come see you, and you can't go out in the halls or nothing for 2 weeks till they clear you. And of course, he was cleared Saturday, so we were able to go and see Mom and Dad at the nursing home. But anyway, that's what's been going on in Basspiper's world. And I'm sorry I can't get out here and do many videos, guys. And I've been keeping up with you guys and trying to comment as much as I can. And but I'm watching you guys just about every day, different ones that are putting stuff on, and trying to keep up with the regulars that are on there. And I know everybody's got a busy life, and so does Basspiper right now. But hopefully, at the first of the year, hopefully I can start busting out a few more and get on a regular basis. The next big event we got is we got to sell their home. And if you've never had the fun of doing that, we've got 60 years of accumulation in a home that we have got to go through and either chunk some of it, we got to sell some of it. We got to get it all ready to go because Dad now will have to apply for Medicaid, that we went through all the mess with Mama. Now we got to go through all the mess with Daddy. But the difference is, Daddy, we got to deal with the house and everything with that. So fun times when you're taking care of your elderly parents. And one lesson to learn from all of this, from Basspiper to you guys. You girls, you guys and gals out there, and especially those that I know mostly are men on here, but you and your wife need to sit down. If you haven't already, take some pastoral advice and some Basspiper friend YTPC advice. Get your stuff in order. Get you a will, get you a trust, whatever combination you need to get. It's good to pay a lawyer, get the advice that you need, even if you got to have them do it. It may cost you, $5, $6, $7, $8, it may cost you $1,000, who knows, whatever it is, to get it done. But you've got to get in that 5-year window of Medicaid, 5 years, which means you need your house, you need your monies, you need everything you can think of, and have it put, either get it out of y'all's names and get it into a trust or something for your kids. Turn the house over with living rights to your children. If you got children you can trust. I know everybody's got different family feud situations. But if you've got kids that you can trust, but all of that can be taken as well in a, either revocable or irrevocable trusts, all those kinds of things. Man, the last 6 months, man, I've done become a part-time lawyer, man. I mean, I've learned all kinds of mess and racket that they got going on here. But what Mom and Dad failed to do is get that 5-year window. And so that means if you're sitting on, say, 65 years old, that means you got to 70 so that Medicaid can't come back and snatch stuff from you. And they'll do it. And it ain't a matter of snatching it. It's a matter of you've got to sell it and use it and be self-pay in these nursing homes until they drain you. Now, here in Virginia, all Mom and Dad can have is $2,000 left in their checkings account. That's it. It don't matter whether you got 100,000 or $1 million. It goes down to $2,000 only, apiece. Two separate checkings. And they're only allowed $40 a piece in the nursing home. That's the government for you. That's Medicaid. Everything will be drained unless it's backed up. And thank God we're working with a lawyer, but the lawyer to do this for Dad is costing some big bucks, which also burns up your children's inheritance of what they wanted the children to have. And so me and my sister are powers of attorney and handling this stuff for Mom and Dad. So we're getting some good training in what not to do. So my best advice to you guys, especially if you're close to retirement, you know, about 6 months into your retirement or whatever, get this stuff done before you start getting older and start having problems and medical problems, and God forbid you have to go to a nursing home. See, all this is for the nursing home. All this is for if you have to go on Medicaid. Medicaid is going to drain you dry. They don't care about your family. They don't care about an inheritance. They don't care about how hard you worked. They're going to drain you dry before they will take over and start paying. So, learn some lessons from Basspiper's family. And thank God we got other things done in time, but we didn't get the house. And it was hard to move Mom and Dad off the house, and they waited and they waited and they waited, and now we're getting bit. Because now, you know, Medicaid is now coming in for when we sell the house, they come in for half of it. They take Daddy's half. And my sister and I will divide up whatever's left by the time you pay the realtor, and the half that's left, that's what we get. So instead of giving it to the nursing home and Medicaid, guys, protect your finances, protect your home, protect your valuable assets. And especially if you've got children you want to leave things to and whatever, you know, your mom and dad or you worked hard, you know, for what you've done. If you want to leave something for your children, because I'm going to tell you, if you have to go to Medicaid, they'll suck it up in a heartbeat, buddy. It'll be gone in a flash. So do everything you can now. Bite the bullet. Get you some help. Get a lawyer. You know, they don't come cheap. They love their money too. And but they're the ones that can legally lie and get by with it. They're the ones that can legally finagle, and they're the loopholes that you don't. And so they got that green light to shuck and jive and be the best con artists out there. That's why you pay the big bucks. So that's the fun that Basspiper's been going through here lately. And that's why I haven't been on lately. Some days I'm just not in the mood. By the time I get done with everything, you don't want to see me on here trying to do a video. But it is nerve-wracking. It is anxiety through the roof. It is just a nerve-wracking experience. Plus trying to, of course, stay spiritually straight and pastor a church. So it's been a time. But hey, we know God's in control and everything's working out. I don't want this to be all gloom and doom. But I'm just trying to give you some good advice if I can. You do with it what you will. But you still got that. You got that 5-year window you got to work with, and God forbid you never have to see a nursing home. But you know what? Even in our 50s, and our 60s, and early 70s, we don't know what could happen. You know, you could have a stroke. Something could happen, and man, there's no recourse but to get you in a nursing home. Now, what are you going to do? I know the one that Mom and Dad's in. I mean, you're talking $7,500 a month a piece when you're on self-pay. It don't take long to drain your funds. And so thank God Mom was on Medicaid. Daddy didn't have to drain much with Mama. And hopefully we're not going to have to drain, we're going to have to drain a little bit more with Dad because he's got the house. And they're coming in for half of that. So Dad will be self-pay probably for about, whenever we sell it, for a good 15 months before he can even get Medicaid. Because they're coming in for half of the house and his pension check. that's going to be paying that bill. 7,500 smacks every month. And I just got a bill. Of course, this is the way Basspiper's luck happens. They're going up now, starting the next month or so. They got an increase because of COVID. They're using COVID for the increase. And so I think they're going up another $300 or $400 more a month. So guys, a lesson learned. And of course, we didn't have much say so. This was mom and dad's decision, but we're having to feel the effects of it. It trickles down to the kids now, and we got to deal with it and try to get everything done for them. And so, a lesson learned: do what you can and do it early. Get your stuff protected in a will and or trust, whatever your counsel advises you to do the best way in your situation. But get it all. Had to move my camera. Sorry, guys. Get it all protected the best you can, and so you'll have everything locked up and in good shape, just in case, God forbid, you have to go to one of these facilities. They don't come in and snatch everything from you, man. So anyway, other than that, we're doing good, and life is good. But church is going good, and we're seeing visitors, and had some people join. Had a little lady join a few weeks ago, and just trying to get acclimated to the new church, making a few little changes here and there, and and so far it's been a good change. People are, for the most part, working with the preacher and haven't had too many disgruntlements or problems. At least I haven't heard them. They might be on their cell phone behind my back, that type of thing. But no, I've got a good church overall. It's been a great church, and so God's blessing in that regard, and He's really blessing through all this with mom and dad. He's going to see it all through, and they just made some mistakes along the way that's now costing them, and of course costing us as their kids. So, but everything's good, and just trying to help you guys out in case you hadn't thought about it. And I tell you, most people don't, because you get busy with life and you don't think about these things until you have to go through it. And believe me, if your mom and dad hasn't got these things done, maybe it's good that you start trying to help them, because I'm going to tell you, it's going to save you a lot of high blood pressure, anxiety, and headaches when you got to deal with all this stuff. So anyway, I just want to get on here and say hi, guys, and didn't mean to rant on that too much. Just trying to give you a quick update and what you can do maybe to help save yourself and or your mom and dad if you're in that situation. But I know different states have different rules. I get that, and but hopefully I can get back on here. I want to try to start after the holidays. We're about 6 weeks before Christmas, and we got to hurry up and get the house done, get that on the market. And here's the other clincher. If you don't know about selling a house with Medicaid, you can only sell it for tax assessment value, at least here in Virginia. So if the house is appraised at $300,000 and only tax assessed at $100,000, that's what you got to sell it for. You got to sell. Now you can make more, but it's got to be listed for the tax assessment when they go and check. They got wise to that, the lawyer told us. They said many, many moons ago, people were out there selling their house for big bucks, and what happened was Medicaid was losing money. So now you can only sell it, because even if you do make more money on it, it just means your parents or you have to stay on self-pay longer until you reach that threshold they're looking for. So really, if you're in this situation and you don't have your house protected, and you don't have the house out of your name and in your children's name with living rights, so you all can have living rights, have it set up, they're coming after it. And then you can only list it in the MLS books for tax assessment value. So, I mean, you are, pardon the directness, you are screwed all the way around and back again. So anyway, that's another little free tidbit. Didn't cost you anything. But I don't know what your states may do, but this is the way it is in old Smithfield, Virginia area, in the Richmond, Virginia area, Smithfield area, Virginia Beach area. Yeah. And so anyway, That's what we've got. And so I'm going to try after the first of the year, guys. I know it's 20 minutes already. Man, time flies. After Christmas, try to get on and get more regular with stuff. And I like to start doing some tobacco reviews and things like that. And it's been over a year. It was a year in October that last month. In fact, October 20th was a year I've been on YouTube, and really haven't had to do much. I mean, that was before our whole world turned upside down with everything, and then in March, of course, when Mom fell, that really turned it upside down. So what I had planned and what I wanted to do, that was my plans, but it wasn't God's plans. God had a different plan schedule for me. But anyway, hopefully we can get back on track now. We're freed up more now because now Dad's in the nursing home, and so we don't have to work on a schedule as rigid as we used to. We can get back to normalcy somewhat here at the house, and for me making videos and doing different things that I want to do. So anyway, guys, I appreciate your prayers. You saw the subscribers. Thank you so much. I think I'm at. I don't know what's going on with my channel. It's right now tonight about 336. I had it up to 339, and then I had 3 bail on me. I don't know what happened there, but maybe because I'm not sticking my face on a camera much anymore here lately. I'm losing some of them. I don't know what the deal is there, but it goes up and it goes down. It goes up. I can't get to the 340 mark and get over it. But anyway, that'll come in time. And I've seen a lot of you guys, though, man. A lot of you Pipers out there, boy, y'all are coming close. Paladin, man, you're busting right at 1,000 mark, buddy. Congratulations, almost there. And Curmudgeon, Doug, you're gonna be there, man. Within a month or so, you guys are gonna hit the 1,000 mark. Jack, y'all are gonna be gone. You're gonna be soaring after that. And Basspiper, hopefully, will catch up to you guys probably in the next 2 years. I don't. The way things are going, but it's not all about the subs, but it is fun to see your sub base go up, and and you got more people interested in your channel, and some of you guys have been putting out galls left and right. I just hadn't had a chance to really get involved with anything much, so it's not that I forgot about you. I've been seeing them and watching them. It's just, to be honest with you, I haven't had the time or the energy to get involved with it. And but anyway, I want to get on here and say hi. I hadn't been on here in over a month, and just to let you know what's going on. Ethan, you'll soon be there too, buddy. Parsimonious Piper, you'll be breaking 1,000 here not too long from now. And Ethan, as I told you at the pipe show, I appreciate what you do on Fridays, man, with the prayer concerns and that type of thing. That's a good thing to do. I wish I'd have thought about that, but that's a good thing to do on Fridays, and praying for the YTPC and and all the pipers and things out there. So just keep me in your prayers, and keep Mom and Dad in your prayers. They're doing good. They're doing good and adjusting good. Dad's working on 100 years old now. He in August, if he sees August 25th of next year, he'll be celebrating 100. And in April, Mom will be celebrating 96. So they're still going strong. They're like the Energizer Bunny. They just keep going and going and going. So, but things are good. And but just keep us in your prayers as we try to get the house sold and start wrapping up a lot of their stuff, and helping them get more settled into the nursing home. So anyway, guys, it's 23 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up, and we'll talk with you later. And listen, as I always try to tell everybody, relax, have a pipe, and enjoy the many blessings of God each and every day that He gives us. And He does. He gives us blessings beyond measure, no matter whether it's big or small. And count your blessings each and every day. Love you guys, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.